Great to meet you. Thanks for doing this.
Absolutely.
So before we dive in, I'd love to tell you my goal here.
Okay.
Have you seen the bunnies that are jumping on the trampoline?
Yes.
Do you feel like there's something different happening here? How do you think about this?
It's like quite amazing.
Starting with what you just announced. You recently said, surprisingly recently, that GPT-4 was the dumbest model any of us will ever have to use again. And now you just launched GPT-5.
I suspect that same thing is going to happen again with GPT-5. People are going to be blown away by what it does.
Oh, tight, yeah!
And then they will find that they want it to do even more.
Oh, blue, yellow, pink. Whatever, man. Just keep bringing me that.
People will use it for all sorts of incredible things.
Oh, Holland.
Yes. For the love of God, Heimler.
In a recent interview with Theo Vaughn, you said something that I found really interesting. You said, there are moments in the history of science where you have a group of scientists look at their creation and just say, what have we done?
The thing that I am most excited about is this is a model for the first time where I feel like I can ask kind of any hard scientific or technical question and get a pretty good answer.
Does TikTok access the home Wi-Fi network?
Only if the user turns on the Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, I may not understand the...
I mean, there are some people who are clearly using ChatGPT not to think. And there are some people who are using it to think more than they ever have before. And it is, I take a lot of inspiration from what like the top 5% of most engaged users do with ChatGPT. Like it's really amazing. We will just design a whole kind of like mega factory. This is like the biggest infrastructure project, certainly that I've ever seen. Possibly it will become I think it will, maybe already is the biggest and most expensive one in human history. It will be melting sand on one end and putting out fully built AI compute on the other.
This seems like a good moment for our first time travel trip. Okay, we're going to 2030. In this time travel trip, if we imagine in 2030 we are teenagers and we're scrolling whatever teenagers are scrolling in 2030, how do we figure out what's real and what's not real?
I mean, you've decided it's real enough, or most people decided it's real enough. And I think that the sort of like the threshold for how real does it have to be to consider to be real will just keep moving. Yeah, I mean, media is always like a little bit real and a little bit not real. We know that didn't really happen.
One of the things that I have heard about GPT-5, and I'm still playing with it, is that it is supposed to be less effusively, less of a yes man.
No, God!
I think it is great that ChatGPT is less of a yes man and gives you more critical feedback.
You idiot.
It's so sad to hear users say like, please, can I have it back? I've never had anyone in my life be supportive of me. I never had a parent telling me I was doing a good job. Like, I can get why this was bad for other people's mental health, but this was great for my mental health.
If we take a step back, I think the most important thing that this audience could hear from you, how are you actually trying to build the world's most powerful intelligence?
Well, we haven't put a sex bot avatar in ChatGPT yet.
That does seem like it would get time spent.
Apparently it does.
I'm going to ask my next question. I can see you really enjoying thinking about this. I'm curious for people who don't quite know what you're talking about.
We just yesterday released a model called GPT-OSS, a tiny model that can do this amazing thing. It's extremely scary that models like this are being used to like create new biosecurity threats. And then, like happens with everything else, the remarkable ability of people, of humanity to adapt to kind of like any amount of change. We'll just be like, okay, this is it. I don't really know what this is going to feel like to live through.